You're not getting robbed in a single violent scene. It's a slow leak. One late night you stayed at the office finishing someone else's spreadsheet. One quiet "it's fine" at dinner that stopped the argument. The 100th time you picked up your sister from the airport at 2 a.m. because she had no other option. Same person, same surrender, different cuts. These aren't noble sacrifices so much as tiny withdrawals from an account you never opened. They add up. Call it what I'm going to call it here: validation injury. That's the moment your generosity becomes a predictable resource to other people. It's not a moral verdict on you. It's a behavioral fact. People learn by reinforcement. Think operant conditioning. So if you always answer at 11 p.m., you teach others that 11 p.m. is fair game. Your apologies, your instant replies, your "sorry, my bad" texts. That's data. The rest of the world reads that data and budgets your bandwidth accordingly. This is why it rarely shows up as a villain yelling, "I'm taking your time." It's quiet, polite, and devastating because it feels like normal life. You can spot how they test you if you slow down. There's the one text test. "Can you pick up my dry cleaning?" At 9:30 p.m. The 5-minute test. "It'll take 5 minutes, promise." That turns into an hour. The guilt pull. "You're the only one who understands me." The panic call that triggers your emergency reflex. Your posture too is information. Pause before you answer. They notice. Say "sorry" 3 times in a row in a text. They log it. Respond to Slack at midnight. You're marked always on. Digital life makes this worse. Read receipts, scene tags, Venmo requests that read, "I'll pay you back later." They're all tiny experiments. If the world sees a fast reply, elaborate explanation, and consistent action, it treats you as a reliable supply. That's how people who take advantage of others work. They test, record, and calibrate. And yes, I know this analysis can sound harsh. Not everyone has the luxury of saying no. If you're a single parent, a caregiver, someone juggling multiple part-time jobs, the blunt, default no approach can feel impossible and even unsafe. So let's be practical. Systems change even when your margin is thin. You can start with micro moves that don't require money or power. Short rehearsed phrases, calendar boundaries, asking for small reciprocal acts, or simply documenting requests so you can see the pattern. If you're in a job with real power imbalance, log the asks, share them with a manager or HR, or build small procedural rules. Set office hours, ask for written requests for after-hours work, and protect official time blocks. If you're a caregiver with no backup, use community resources, church groups, local YMCAs, neighbors, or ask for small practical help in return. One dinner rotation. Pick up the next time. The aim is not to punish but to create predictability you control. So what to do? Without becoming cold or cruel. Think in 3 levers: pause, price, and visibility. Pause starves the experiment. When you stop answering immediately, the feedback loop breaks. Price sets the cost of convenience so people stop taking it for free. Visibility is what you protect. Calendar blocks, do not disturb windows, and clear office hours language make your availability legible. Those 3 levers buy you space to choose. They're not about hardening into someone you don't like. They're about making your kindness sustainable. Here are simple, practical protocols you can run this week. They're tests, field experiments, not moral imperatives. Run one and measure what it teaches you. Audit protocol, 7 days. Log every request that costs you time, energy, or money. Record what was asked, when, how long it took, and whether you said yes. Use a notes app or a sheet. Request, cost, minutes, result, likely to recur. After 7 days, sort by total cost and recurrence. The top 3 drains are where you start. This turns fog and guilt into evidence. Default no, 48 hours to start. Make no your posture, not your personality. Use short, neutral scripts. No long apologies or explanations. At work, "I can't tonight. I can do a full pass Monday at 10. Which works? Family, "I'm not hosting Thanksgiving this year. I can help find a caterer." Friend, I'm booked that night. How about next Saturday? If you can't outright say no because of economic necessity or caregiving obligations, treat no as a pause. I can't right now. Can I get back to you by noon? That forces the asker to value urgency. Time is currency. Treat your calendar like a ledger. Block dinners, sleep, side hustle hours, recovery. Publish office hours. I'm offline after 7 p.m. I'll reply in the morning. If you must handle favors for recurring friends who are short on cash, ask for small reciprocation that costs them little. Bring pizza, buy gas, or Venmo $20. If money isn't an option, ask for time swaps. I can help this Saturday if you can pick up my kid next month. The point is to teach scarcity, not to profiteer. Micro disengagement. Say no to a small ask deliberately and see how people react. Charge a request? Turn it down. Friday, 5 minutes at 4:50 p.m. Say you're off and we'll help Monday. Score reactions. 1. Say accepts. 2. Negotiates. 3. Guilt pushes. 4. Escalates. Over 2 weeks, those scores tell you who adapts and who drains. Escalation. Calibrated consequences. When boundaries are ignored, escalate predictably. Step 1. Restate the boundary. Step 2. Apply a mild consequence. Reduce availability. Step 3. Impose a real consequence. Formalize the exchange. Involve management or withdraw the favor. Consequences must be enforceable. If you don't follow through, you train people to ignore you. If you are precarious, say, hourly worker without sick leave, use documentation as leverage. Email your manager timeline of after-hours requests and ask for formal overtime approval. If that's risky, use the micro disengagement route and keep detailed logs to support future requests. Measure everything like an A/B test. Hours recovered per week, number of no's, reciprocity rate, subjective stress, 110. Data keeps guilt from hijacking progress. You'll need scripts you can actually use. Keep them short, neutral, and portable. Examples. I can't tonight. I can do it Monday at 10. Which works? Default. No. I'm offline after 6 p.m. I'll handle this in the morning. Time is currency. I can help if you Venmo X or contribute to groceries, chalk, or cleanup. Reciprocity. I'm not available for last-minute requests. If this is critical, please escalate through the manager. Escalation. If asking for money or payback is impossible or inappropriate, for instance with family who can't afford it, replace currency with specific, limited alternatives. I can't host, but I can come for dessert. Or, I can provide 2 hours of help if you can arrange childcare. The hardest part is turning these tactics into an identity so you don't burn out re-arguing the basics every week. Start with a short line you repeat each morning. No fanfare. Something like, I protect my empathy like capital. Say it while you make coffee or walk the dog. Attach defenses to existing habits. After you check email, scan your calendar and shield one non-negotiable. When you check your phone first thing, make it a calendar check, not a group chat patrol. Use simple rituals. A 90-second morning boundaries check. A 15-minute Sunday review logging wins and slippages. A monthly respect audit, where you note who adapted and who pushed back. Expect grief and pushback. Some friends will leave. Aunt Linda might call you selfish. That stings, and grieving it is fine. But remember, loss often reveals whether a relationship was mutual or sustained by your free labor. Think of pruning a garden. You'll lose volume. You'll gain health. Manage guilt with tactics, not sermons. Label the feeling, I feel guilty because my family expects constant availability. Then counter with the audit data. Hours recovered. One clear example of something you actually did because you had the bandwidth. Evidence replaces moral fog. Practice the difficult conversations until they're routine. Rehearse in the car or in the mirror. Keep your tone neutral. Short lines reduce emotional escalation. If a partner escalates, hold the line and offer a concrete alternative. I'm not refusing. I'm asking we schedule time Tuesday night to talk. Tests will happen. People push to see if you're serious. When they adapt, you've changed the pattern. When they don't, you've gathered data and can decide whether to invest in recalibration or to cut contact. Finally, carry 5 rules in your pocket and repeat them until they feel like you. 1. Treat empathy like capital. Allocate it. 2. Default no. Make people justify urgency. 3. Time is currency. Block and defend it. 4. Silence is a tool. Pauses interrupt experiments. 5. Reciprocity is a training mechanism. Make favors conditional until behavior changes. Ritualize maintenance. The morning mantra. The 90-second calendar briefing. The weekly 15-minute review. Track blunt metrics. Hours recovered, unscheduled interruptions avoided, reciprocity percentage, and use them to decide whether you're bleeding or building. Now pick one protocol and run it. Default no for 48 hours, or the 7-day audit. Put this sentence on your phone lock screen. I protect my empathy like capital. Start small. Let a message sit. Say, I can do that Monday once. Block one 90-minute slot each weekday, and don't open the calendar to it for anyone. Log what changes. You'll feel anxious at first. Old roles bark loudly. But that's how habits die. The anxiety fades. What replaces it isn't coldness. It's the relief of being in charge of your time. Do the experiment, collect the data, and then decide. When you stop being everyone's default, you don't stop being kind. You stop being endlessly bled dry. Start now.